quiet little village in Italy, surrounded by hills and whispering olive trees, there lived a boy named Leonardo. While other children played games, Leonardo loved to watch the way birds flew, how water rippled, and how shadows danced on the walls. He wanted to know why everything happened and ask questions that made grown-ups laugh. Why does the water sparkle when the sun touches it? Why do birds flap their wings but bats don't? Why does the moon change its shape every night? Every why he asked made his mind sparkle like a star. His grandfather often said with a chuckle, "Leonardo, one day your questions will take you far, if you don't drive us all crazy first." But Leonardo didn't mind. He loved learning how everything worked, how gears turned, how shadows moved, and how colors changed in sunlight. He had a secret belief deep inside his heart. The world is full of mysteries, and I want to understand them all. As Leonardo grew older, he began to draw everything he saw. He drew birds flying, rivers flowing, and people smiling. But his drawings weren't just pictures. They were ideas. He started carrying a small notebook everywhere he went. And oh, what a notebook it was. It was filled with sketches of strange inventions, flying machines with wings like bats, robots that could move, bridges that could fold, and designs for giant catapults. But there was something unusual about his notes. He wrote them backward. To read them, you needed a mirror. People were puzzled. "Why write like that?" they asked. Leonardo smiled mysteriously and said, "Every great idea needs a little secret." That little notebook became his treasure chest, a place where his imagination could live freely, without judgment or limits. Years passed. Leonardo became a young man, and his talent only grew stronger. He painted faces so real that people said the eyes could see into your soul. He painted The Last Supper, where each person's emotion looked alive. He painted Mona Lisa with a smile so mysterious that even today, no one can quite explain it. But Leonardo wasn't just a painter. He studied stars, plants, water, machines, music, anatomy, everything. He once said, "To be a good artist, you must understand the world." So he studied how muscles moved when people smiled, how wind flowed over wings, and how water carved rocks. To Leonardo, art and science were not two different worlds. They were one beautiful story, the story of nature. One sunny afternoon, Leonardo stood on a hill, watching a hawk glide gracefully through the sky. The bird didn't flap much. It simply floated on the wind, free and fearless. Leonardo whispered, "One day, people will fly just like that bird." Others laughed when they heard him. "Humans can't fly, Leonardo. It's impossible." But Leonardo only smiled. "Impossible," he said softly, "is just a word people use before something is done." He returned home and drew wings, wooden frames covered in silk with gears and handles. He studied air, balance, and motion. He didn't build a perfect flying machine, but his drawings inspired inventors centuries later, the people who made airplanes real. His dream took flight, even after he was gone. Leonardo da Vinci never stopped learning. He painted, invented, studied stars and bones, built machines, and filled thousands of pages with dreams. Sometimes he failed. Sometimes people laughed at him. But he never stopped asking why. He believed every question was a door, and curiosity was the key. If Leonardo could speak to us today, he might say, "Never stop wondering. Never stop dreaming. Ask questions, even if others don't have the answers." Because the greatest discoveries begin with curiosity. Moral of the story: be curious, be creative, and never stop asking why. Every question can lead you to something amazing, just like Leonardo da Vinci.